I have no idea.
I showered this morning.
Okay, I got you.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Sure, you gotta sit over here with us. Sit away from Harris. Very close. You're good, you're good. Are we good? You guys good to go? Excellent.
Live online.
Live. Hello, world.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm John Greenberg, the president of the Milwaukee Admirals. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our press conference for the 8th annual Admirals Cup. This year, again, presented by the Bradley Corporation. We are very, very excited about this year's field. Some different teams. From what I've heard, a very competitive tournament awaits us starting on the 23rd. So at this point, I would like to bring up the Admirals Governor and CEO, Harris Turr.
Thanks, John. We are excited for the 8th year of the Admirals Cup presented by Bradley Corporation. Brian Mullett from the Bradley Corporation could be with us, but he did want to say how excited he is this year for the field, and that we've been able to reach out to some other teams, including Fond du Lac and De Pere, who have joined our field for this season. High school hockey continues to grow, not only in our area, but in the state, and there are a lot of great players and a lot of great action that awaits us this season. I want to introduce the coaches who have been able to join us today. From the Marquette Hilltoppers, Troy Sipple. From the WNS Storm, Mako Bakovic. From Cedarburg, Dale West. From the Arrowhead Warhawks, Mike Watt. And from Homestead Highlanders, Randy Ralph. 3 teams, Germantown, Fond du Lac, and De Pere could not be with us. But Coach Russ Wanta from Germantown just wanted to send a quick note saying that on behalf of all the 7 schools that the Germantown team represents, that they're looking forward to this opportunity to compete in this year's Admirals Cup. The coaching staff and players are very proud and working hard to get ready for this year's event, and look forward to a great tournament this season. What I'm going to do is introduce each coach again individually. They'll get up, say a few words about their team, and then following that we will have a Q&A. So first coach will be, I'm going to have Mike Watt from Arrowhead, last year's champion.
First, I'd like to thank Harris Turr and the Admirals for hosting this. Second, Bradley Corporation for being the main sponsor. They do a fantastic job to make this the premier tournament in the state for high school hockey players. A little bit about our team. We've been off to a good start. I think we've got a lot of depth. We have lost a couple of key players. The Miller brothers. One we will get back, one we won't get back. We lost Tristan Restagno to Muskegon of the USHL. But we brought in quite a few good young freshmen. Some sophomores that were JV players last year have come up and they've stepped up very big. You know, we just hope to keep it rolling. But again, I just want to thank Harris, the Admirals, and Bradley Corporation for this opportunity to play. And good luck to everybody this year.
Thanks, Mike. And next up for the Marquette Hilltoppers, head coach Troy Sipple.
Thanks, Harris. I'd like to echo Mike's thoughts as well and thank the Admirals Corporation, the Admirals and the Bradley Corporation, as well as Tim Van Wagner and his staff who put on a great tournament for the kids. A little bit about our program this year. We're off to a 2-4 start. We've won our last 2 games. Looking forward to carrying some momentum into the tournament this weekend and leading into the new year with some momentum as well. We've been a part of the tournament since its inception, and the kids again this year are really looking forward to the opportunity to represent our program and compete in the best holiday tournament in the state. So best of luck to the rest of the programs. Thanks again to the Admirals, and we look forward to having everyone out at the games in the next few weeks.
Thanks, Troy. Next up for the WNS Storm, Mako Babkovic.
Thanks, Harris. This is just an outstanding tournament. It's such a great place to play. It's an amazing facility for our young hockey players to play in. And I look at the rosters of current college and junior programs, and you start to see just how great the talent is, not only across the state, but in our area alone. I know that both two of the coaches here have players that are playing at the junior level right now that are just outstanding players and that played in this tournament. Joe Lorado from Marquette. You have Justin Johnson, Jared Johnson, pardon me, who played for Mike over at Arrowhead. We have a guy who played for me, fortunate enough, Joe Aiken, who's worked his way into the roster for the University of Notre Dame. So there's so many great players coming through here, and it's such an opportunity for these guys to showcase themselves, and you really start to see how amazingly far hockey has come here in the state of Wisconsin. Had my team up this weekend. We were watching the Badgers play, and 10 of the guys on the roster are from Wisconsin. 9 of those 10 guys played high school hockey in the state of Wisconsin. So you start to realize how good we have it here, and the more people start to realize that, I think we're going to have more people coming out and watching these games, because it's just an incredible amount of talent we have here. So thanks again for having us back, Harris. Love playing here. We've got a really young team this year, but we're going to bring it every time we show up, and hopefully at the end of the night we're on the right side of the draw. Thanks again.
Thanks, Mako. Next up for the Cedarbrook Bulldogs, Dale West.
Thanks, Harris. I'm just going to echo what all the other coaches have said. Our kids really enjoy playing in this tournament. I think this is our 5th year. Last year we were fortunate enough to make it to the finals. We had a nice game against Arrowhead. Unfortunately, we came on the wrong end of that. We'll have to rectify that this year if we run into it again. It's a great tournament. We love playing the teams that are in the tournament. Even though we play some of these guys throughout the season, it's different when you play them here. And so we look forward to it every year. We've got a nice team this year. The guys that have been freshmen and sophomores now are juniors and seniors. So we're excited about the year. We've proven that we can play with anybody, and we can lose to anybody. So it should be interesting. We never know what we're going to get. But when the kids decide to play, they can play. So hopefully we figure that out and get more consistent and have a good tournament. So thanks to everybody that sponsors it, and thanks for having us.
Thank you, Dale. And finally, for Homestead, representing Tony Navarre, Randy Ralph.
Thanks. I'm Randy Ralph. I represent Homestead's Blue Line Club, and I'm subbing for Coach Navarre. The boys always enjoy playing here at the Admirals Cup event. They've always enjoyed the competition. Get to play against a lot of players they've known since youth hockey, and the chance to skate at the Bradley Center is always a thrill. Homestead really would like to thank all the sponsors, support, and people who make this event possible. I think I'd be remiss in not mentioning the following. All of the Homestead hockey family, the players, the parents, the fans, students, teachers, coaches, the AD, Ryan Mangan, are thankful that Coach Navarre is enjoying his 2nd full season of coaching the varsity team after fighting a heroic battle with leukemia. It's really something to see his smile, his enthusiasm, and his efforts, knowing what all he went through. It's always great to see his wife, Molly, and their daughter, Addie, at the games. It reminds us of the true blessings of health and family. Coach Navarre and his staff, Todd Bukovich, Dave Craig, and Chris Sparts have really emphasized team development and unity this season. Emphasis has been aided by strong leadership by this team's 11 seniors, as well as captains Ryan Mesra, Michael Schultz, Adam Hobbs. All in all, there seems to be good chemistry off the ice, and it's translating on the ice as well. We're off to a good start. We're 6-1. with the lone loss being to our good neighbors from Cedarburg. There's not a lot of height on this team, but the boys, and they don't play a bruising physical style of play, but they pass the puck, they play a really good team offense, and that they hold their positions. And we're getting good, solid goalie play from our seniors, Killian Martin and Ethan Levy. So, a bunch of rink rats that love the game, and they're looking forward to the tournament next week.
Well, I want to thank all the coaches and the teams for coming out today. I just want to let everyone know what a great opportunity it is to come out and see some great high school hockey next week. The price is right. It's free. Come to the Bradley Center, see some great hockey during the day, and then that will be on December 26th and 27th. There'll be 2 games each day in the afternoon. The quarterfinal games are on Monday over at the Mullett Center at Arrowhead High School. So if you have some time over the holiday week, highly recommend people get out and see some great high school action. And with that, we're going to open up the floor to questions.
Mike, having won this last year, what does it do for your team's confidence? It's one thing to play here, but to win it, what do you remember about that last year?
I think the returning players, they know what it takes. We kind of use this as a measuring stick for how we play with some of the top teams in the area. We try to treat it like a state tournament where you're playing sometimes 3 games in 3 days. We're not doing that here, but just having that consistent focus where you're not sure what time you're going to be playing at, stuff like that. But I think from the returning players from last year, this is something that they mark on the calendar. Seniors, we didn't win it there for a few years, and last year we got that taste of winning, and it became infectious, and I think that really helps our kids.
Are there any other questions for the coaches? Or
Go ahead, Dave.
I guess this is for any coach who wants to get back up, but just talk about the atmosphere and how your kids, what response you get from the kids and family as far as how you might not win, but how fun it is to play here.
Okay.
Because we're not going to win, so
I'm just kidding, well spoken. No, I mean it is. It's such a neat facility. The way this whole thing is handled. This is like you're playing pro. And the way it's set up, and Tim Van Wagner, who doesn't get enough credit behind the scenes for setting up this entire tournament, it's just fabulous. You come to the rink, someone escorts the guys in. You get to have a locker room at the Bradley Center. You get to hang your gear up. You get to go out for warm up. They got the tunes going. They got the big screens on, and they're playing replays, and kids get to see themselves up there, and they have the announcer and everything about that, just that atmosphere that you will never get unless you play in a tournament like this. Because we all know that the majority of our kids, maybe one of all the kids that plays on every one of these teams will ever have this opportunity to actually play in a game like this down the line. So this is where their taste of what it's like to have all those things that we all see growing up playing hockey, about dreaming of playing on. For me, playing in Hockey Night in Canada, and for us here, we're like, Winter Classics and how they've become so popular. And this is one of those memories of high school athletics that I think has just become such a thing that kids treasure. And I know my guys absolutely love it, and I'm sure every coach in here would repeat that exact same sentiment. It's such a neat thing, and I can't thank the Admirals enough for putting on the spectacle that they do, because it's just it's such a treasured memory.
Other questions?
Question for Cedarburg. Just wanted to ask in regards to playing so many tight games this season, how that can go for tournament style hockey.
Well, I honestly wish we didn't have so many tight games, but that helps. The guys know what it takes to play in a tight game. Keep the composure down the stretch, and hopefully be able to finish at the end. We've been on both sides of that, so I think the kids understand what it takes to win. And You know, the game last year with Arrowhead, we had a couple games with them, and they were both identical games in terms of just tight competitive games. Same thing with all these guys. We expect the same.
Anybody else? Any other questions for the coaches? Okay, well, thank you all so much again for coming. We look forward to the start of the tournament on Monday and the games here at the Bradley Center on Thursday and Friday. And wish all the teams the best of luck. Thank you.